Hey guys, Big Dog Beeve out at the range. A while back, I don't know if you guys remember or not, I ended up putting on this UTG tri-rail and I mounted a long eye relief scope from AIM Surplus, I guess is what it is. So with all the other projects I've been doing, I haven't had a chance to get out to the range to give it a try and get it zeroed in, see if it works. Interestingly enough, I actually got an email from someone yesterday asking about this, and I had, for the last couple weeks, actually been planning on doing this. So we're out at the range. A little disappointed because it's too bright out here, so I really can't get bore sighted. So we're going to kind of spray and pray, more or less. We're just going to shoot, see if we hit the target, and try and get the scope dialed in. So let's get started. All right, how many was that? Was that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. That was 5. You know what? And I'm going to zoom in too. I'd like to be able to see if I'm anywhere close.
Yeah.
All right. No idea if that was anywhere close.
Oh, it ain't that far off. You're pretty close.
Yeah, it depends on which one I'm aiming at. There we go. Jeez. Well, so much for trying to clean the chamber. Alright guys, I'm going to head down. I'm going to see how bad this is. Alright guys, so after checking the target, I realized that I'm about 7 inches to the right. Also, we're trying out this cheek rest, and apparently it likes to move. So I'm going to try and shove it back again. If it doesn't work, well, we'll just take it off. We're trying something different just to elevate the cheek since this sight is up so high. Alright, let's see if this is going to work now. There it is. All right. Well, there's another 5. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go take a look. All right, guys. So I didn't do enough clicks. I actually considered breaking out my AccuScope app that I have on my phone because you know AccuScope makes those cards. All you gotta do is plug in the information and pull the slider, and it tells you how many clicks you need. Well, they did the same thing by creating an app. All you gotta do is put in what your MOA click value is, and then count the, take your test shots and then count where the bullet impact is, and then plug that in. It tells you how many clicks you need, either up, down, left, right, whatever. So I checked again, and I'm actually still a little bit left, so I hopefully got that, and then I was a little low. By the way, it is very cold out here. Oof. And this cheek rest, not all that impressed with it. Every time I shoot, it keeps moving on me, so it's just not tight on there at all. Either got to find a way to fix that, or just remove it completely and then find a new place to hold my head, because obviously, you know, part of this whole thing is getting a good cheek weld, which, you know, apparently I'm not getting very good. So let's load up another 5 rounds and get to working. What's interesting is that I can imagine this being part of what it was like in Russia in World War II, because it's cold out here, there's snow on the ground, wearing a heavy coat, you know, so. All right, let's try this one more time, huh? What do you guys think? Ow. Okay. All right. Once again, we're going to go down and take a look. This time I'm going to take you guys with me, and I'll show you what we're doing. Ow, that really hurt. Kind of nicked myself there with the bolt. Whew. All right, guys. Here is target number. Here's the first target. You see I have 3 targets set up just because I wasn't sure. So the first grouping was actually here. You got 1, 2, 3, I think 4, I don't know where the 5th one went. Second grouping was right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actually. All 5 are right there. And that nice little group of 2 or whatever right there. And now the third and final grouping. Say we're still, now this is the bullseye I was aiming at. So if you look, this is the one I was aiming at the whole time. So it looks like we're still a little right. I went too many clicks, but height-wise, I'll take it. So now the true test is going to come, and you'll have to excuse me. It's very cold out here. It's enough to take your breath away. So, and it could just be that, you know, I'm a fat guy, but and that 50-yard walk. Whew, anyway, I'm really happy with that. I mean, I'll take it. The true test will come because there's a lot of talk about the aftermarket rails, and you know what? Let's just take this back to the gun and we'll do it there. Yeah, I cut my head off a little bit. Sorry about that. There's been a lot of talk about these aftermarket rails and additions and scopes and stuff for the Mosin, and whether or not they can hold 0, especially some of the cheaper ones, because of the 7.62 by 54R round. So that's going to be the true test on this scope right here, this AIM surplus scope, and the UTG rail. I've heard good things about the UTG rail. I've heard bad things about the UTG rail. I know there's a couple out there that do, you know, some really good aftermarket stuff that doesn't go ahead and loosen up on you or anything like that. I mean, right now, I didn't put a whole lot of rounds downrange, but right now the rail is holding pretty steady. I'm trying to wiggle it right now, and nothing's happening. Again, the true test comes as to whether this scope holds 0. And I'll have to find out the next time I bring it out and see if it's in the same spot where it was last time. If it starts getting all over the place, then I know that this scope can't handle the kick of the 7.62 by 54R and is not a good scope. So it's going to take more testing and more playing around to find out. Now, let's move on to the cheek rest. you have to be careful with these because apparently I didn't have it tightened down enough, so it kept sliding forward on me. I've moved it back a little bit again, but it definitely does help, this little pad, bringing your cheek up so that you can see into the scope, because obviously the scope is higher up on the gun. You can see underneath where the sight normally was back in the day, and that was perfectly fine. But now you're raised up about, you know, half an inch or so, and you really need to bring your cheek up in order to get a good weld to be accurate. So we're hoping that this is going to work and continue to work. Right now, just got to be careful so it doesn't slide forward. See if I can find a way to pin this or something along those lines. But right now, the scope is zeroed in. I would feel confident using this in a hunting scenario, because I'm not a hunter, but if I was going to start hunting, I would feel confident using this in, you know, as a hunting rifle. I mean, obviously a little bit big. I tried to take care of my sticky bolt syndrome. You can see that I had a little bit of trouble with that. Probably just take some more cleaning, some more polishing in there, but it definitely is a lot better than the first time we had this out. You'll also notice I was, rather than bringing my hand up, my right hand up to do it, I was using my left hand, kind of like a sniper would, so that they don't lose, you know, they got their grip on here, and then they'll bring their, you know, they'll bring their left hand around to slide it back. The only problem doing that, I ended up nicking myself there because I didn't bother getting my thumb clear of the bolt. Kind of stupid, huh? Thank God for Band-Aids. And that's, by the way, real quick public service announcement. If you don't have a little first aid kit that includes Band-Aids and all that kind of stuff in your range bag, you should put one in. Okay, you never know when you're going to need it. Like this. So, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is Big Dog Beef back out at the range. I'll see you next time.